Welcome back. We had a little bit of a technical difficulties with um, the last stream that just kind of bugged out and crashed on us. So we're going to give this another try and see what happens. But yeah, we're still going to be out here chasing after black bear. And hopefully that issue with the crashing isn't a consistent thing, because we don't like to crash if we don't have to. Let's go ahead and make sure. Looks like everything is back up again. Sorry about that. That's Hey Leon, welcome in. Just got to get our second stream going because our first stream crashed for some reason, but yeah, Oreo, we crashed. I don't know what was up with that. Had a little bit of a glitch in somewhere and went down, but we are back, so no worries. Stream's not over yet. We're still making it to the trophy lodge for that piebald elk at the end. Yeah, I know. It was weird. It started buffering on my computer because I monitor the stream on my computer. And then I was like, well, that's weird. And then all of a sudden it prompted me to just go to a next video. And I was like, that's a problem. But we're back and gonna continue grinding. Oh yeah, sounds good, Leon. No worries. Glad to see you're able to pop in and say hi, though. I appreciate it. Hopefully we'll see you again before too long. Couple of female bears. I don't know where our little elk friend is. Right down there. Check out this spot. Are you grinding them? Are you up on the beach, or are you like in the delta? Because they should pretty well consistently stay on the beach. Refreshed and changed the time. I mean, they should just be there pretty consistently. I would maybe make a run through like the delta and just kind of see if there's anything that pops up in there. Sometimes they'll move around a little bit because you only have a finite amount of crocs that'll spawn. And it's possible that they just kind of move to a different spot. There we go, there's a bear. There's a bull. There's another bull. Not shooters. Another bull. Shooter. And not shooter. Do wish we'd have more elk over there because I can't shoot that guy because it turns her into a solo. And eventually, and turn him into a solo. I feel that. But it might be good to just go in and, get them kicked out of there and move to another spot. Oh, good. Yeah, turn around. That was a mistake on your part. Oh, good. Yeah, sometimes they just need a little bit of time to kind of refresh. Ooh, the albinos those would look so good. Yeah, the rare crocs are super, super nice looking. Oh, yes, they are. I've got an albino as well. We got an albino, and now I have both variations of piebald, which is super cool. To belong to that guy. Fast travel to the tent. Man, if he flees towards me, I'm probably going to shoot him. Fortunately for him, though, he did not flee towards me. Yeah, it's tough when some of the older animals, you know, they looked really good at the time, but then the devs are doing a really, really good job at staying on top of constantly creating better models on all the new animals. And then, in turn, you know, sometimes they need to go back and fix some of the old ones, but they're doing a pretty darn good job so far. Better change the time. Ran that right up to the end of their drink time. Go up to about 15 or 524. Hit us with a little BO block and head down this away. There's that 3 male down here. Right underneath the stand. Ooh, well that's no good, Oreo. Hopefully it's all right. There's not too much damage. Warning call already. Is that okay? That's the 3. The fact that he's 160 yards and warning calling me. What a little stinker. Only traveling. There must have been a mountain lion in there. So that's not what they should be doing. Absolutely a mountain lion in there somewhere. I don't. He may have a diamond estimate, maybe, but I don't think that he'll make diamond at level 7, unfortunately. I think they've got to be. I don't even know if they make diamond at 8. Alright, let's see what we get up here. It's a spot that's got lots of elk. Not a whole lot of bear. Most of the time there's not even a shooter bear here. No. There are 2 bears there. 3 and a whatever that one is, which might be, oh, another 3. Okay. I don't think there's any shooters here. Which means we're just gonna go for an elk. We go for that one right there. Try for a heart shot so we don't have to track. 1, 2, 3 bears, it looks like. Oh, there might have been 4. No, there was one more bear. Okay, they were all non-shooters. So this spot now has, I mean, it's got four females. Ooh, easiest great one to get. Because I am a sucker for antlers is what it boils down to, and so if there's an elk in a zone instead of a bear, I'll shoot the elk. And they drink at the same time. It's like all of those bears were all females. So we're just kind of lightly shooting elk here and there. It helps keep the pressure down in some of the other areas too. But easiest great one to get. I feel like my mule deer was pretty easy. I did it on a ski ridge. It was pretty easy to get all the zones. They're all at lakes, so it's pretty easy to set up. You don't have to run rivers. I think it would be pretty easy to do mule deer on SRP as well. But I've also heard that fallow are pretty easy and that red deer can sometimes be pretty easy. But it's tough to say which ones are truly the easiest. Alright, let's see what we got over here running away. Big 4, that's a dink. It's a 2 male. that's actually the elk that we shot before. No bear. Don't see any there either. None there, but I can't see all the way over there. And we did have a shooter there last time, so I feel like we need to kind of come around and see what we got. So that means we're gonna shoot another elk. We're just gonna finish that guy off. I really do try not to get too distracted by elk. And I try to only get them if it won't hurt our time too much. But since we have to go mostly over here to see the spot over there, we might as well finish that guy off. Helps get us some more money. That's probably that too, yeah. Get some or some elk respawns while we're at it. There you go. I think that's a great idea. I think the mule deer grind is a fairly easy one to set up and take care of. And then I really enjoyed it. The furs are, I mean, even just the rare furs look super, super cool, as well as the Great One furs. Oh, the piebalds are awesome. That's for sure. Man, I really kind of just want to shoot this guy because we're right here. There we go, finally. Since we already had that other one right there. Let's see, do we have anything over there this time? Got the one. The one's always over there. It's not very often that we have shooters over at that spot, so I'm not going to be surprised if there's not any more. Where did this elk end up? So here's that one. I don't know where the other one is. We've got mid pressure, so it's definitely here. I don't know how long I'm gonna look. I'll check right up here. If he's not right here. We'll come back from it at a later date, because I'm not going to sit around tracking an elk that I don't even really want. See, last time we were here we had a couple of shooters. Hopefully we'll get a couple of more. An angry mountain lion. Which is not helpful for anyone. A 7 and a 6. Alright, so there's two shooters right there. This is going to be a tough one. Just because of where they're at. we're gonna try. Can't tell if that's a tree branch. Okay, so he's at least going down. That guy's not going down very fast. And is now probably outside of render. Yeah. We should have gotten 2. There should be 2 bear down over there. Unfortunately, there's going to be a bit of tracking with them. There's one. The 2 females. Hopefully that other one doesn't go too far and make it too difficult to track down. Female. Don't really see anything else. Okay, both those bears. Man, that second one took forever to go down. Maybe he started coming back. I'm sure this is him with the very low bleed rate. Female warning call. That's the female. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Okay, so here's this guy. Intestines. Not the best shot, but. And this guy is gonna run forever. Be curious to see where we shot him. It must have been like just flesh. I mean, it couldn't have been anything. But fortunately, he started coming back, which made it easy. Oh, it was flesh. Just barely. That's alright. It worked. You got 2 bear. That's the important thing. Oh, that's that level 1 female on the left side of the lake. Normally she waits till we get up there and then she yells at us instead of doing the mating call, so that's a nice change of pace. Maybe with her being nice, that means there's a shooter up here. Another change of pace. Ooh, nice, Colby. That's where I did my mule deer grind, and it worked out really well. I really liked it. Good map. I think it's fairly easy to set up, and pretty easy to continue managing it once you get it started. Hopefully it goes well to you and you get them quick and easy. Hunting, fishing, unfortunately, you didn't really miss much. I don't know if you were here. We did get a piebald bull elk a while ago, but other than that, haven't missed much. Oh, Colby, man, it's tough. Make sure you utilize any outposts you can as travel points. And then make sure on the lakes on the very west central area of the map, you're careful with your tent placement there. Those are tough lakes to get into. But once you get in on them, they're pretty good. Yeah. Are you gonna do a feeder setup, or are you thinking about hunting their drink times? All right, good hunting and fishing. Glad to see you didn't miss it. But yeah, haven't missed anything yet then. A few pronghorn down there. Because Colby, I would recommend hunting one time or the other. If you want to do a feeder setup on there, I don't have a whole lot of tips. I haven't done a feeder setup for mule deer because their drink time works really well. Not to say you couldn't do it though. It'll just cost a lot more to get that grind set up than if you if you hunt drink times. Bunch of bison running away. Probably get some turkeys flying overhead here in a second too. Or maybe not, they should have been flying already. Okay, yeah, if you set up on their drink time, then I wouldn't even worry about buying any feeders, because they won't really work well during their drink time. The loadout I used for it, when I did it, I used the 300 mag, and I used the 3030 LePerrier that came with the Ski Ridge map. Definitely strongly recommend using the 300 for anything that isn't a trophy, because the less tracking time you have, the more time you're going to have to get kills, quicker you're going to get through the grind. It'll ruin the metal, but if you're shooting a already going to be silver or only a gold mule deer, it doesn't really hurt you. 270 will be good for anything you have that's a trophy, whether that's, rares, diamond potential, stuff like that, the eventual great one. The 243 works good too. I think you just gotta be a little careful with it sometimes. It can be tough. because you really got to make sure that you have a good, perfect broadside shot with the 243. Like I wouldn't do, I don't think I would do a frontal shot at any more than, 100 yards. As for what levels to shoot, I shot all threes, 3, 4, and 5s, left the 1s and 2s. Nice, Oreo. Yeah, you gotta find those zones first, figure out where to set up. If you are really wanting to be picky about what lakes you hunt, you can, leave some 5s to shoot down some other lakes. I have never stacked 5s, and when I've done my herd management, it's been pretty successful. Yes, males only shoot males. If you shoot females, it'll, shooting a female every once in a while, like if it's by accident, isn't the end of the world. The issue you have with shooting females is it could possibly switch a female and a male. Just makes it tough to know what's in certain zones. I would also strongly recommend you use some sort of cover, whether that's a hunting structure that's pre-built or setting up tripod stands, hunting blinds, waterfowl blinds, anything like that to reduce your hunting pressure. It'll make it a lot easier for going through spots because then you can easily take 2, sometimes 3 if you really, really have to, and not have to worry about deleting any zones. Because that'll be a grind killer, because if you delete a zone, then you have to find it all over again, and it could be in a spot that you're not set up or equipped to hunt. Here's this level 3 that just likes to yell at us for no reason. Probably because he knows we won't shoot him. Tripod stands and tree stands work great. Tree stands can be a little iffy just because you have to have specific and certain trees to put them on. But the tripod stands, those will work great for you. If money is an issue, I know that the tripod stands are a little bit more expensive than like the hunting blinds. So that might be something too to pay attention to. Oh, thanks, Colby. I appreciate it. Appreciate the sub. You only get a few for free, Colby. Once you use those free ones up, then you have to purchase them with in-game money. And you'll probably want on a ski ridge. I mean, if you do you could do as few as 8 lakes if you get them. I mean, you could do as few as like 4 or 5 probably if you manage them down really well. But you could use anywhere from, honestly, 8 to 12 tripod stands. Oh, wait, excuse me. No, I think you can only... Yeah, I think you can place up to 16 on a map. But you could end up using a lot. And at 16,000 credits, I think it's 16,000 credits per tripod stand, it gets expensive in a hurry. That's why Oreo is running up and down the coast, shooting crocodiles to make himself some more money. he's doing the mule deer grind as well, I believe. They drink, mule deer drink, I think it's 1,500 to 1,800. But sometimes it's easier to not go out till 16 or 16:30. Make sure you give them plenty of time to get into their zones. I've definitely done that before. Actually, I do that on all my grinds. I only ever go out, at least an hour after their drink time has started, or feed time, depending on what I'm hunting. Make sure that there's plenty of time that they're in their zone. That black bear is not doing a very good job of running away from me. If she wasn't a female, it would cause her an issue. Oh, what are you? Nope, another female. There you go, Oreo. Get it done. Hopefully you get them quick. Ooh, wrong binos. Let's see. Not seeing any bear yet. I was going to say, if you got up to 363 kills for mule deer in the past 5 minutes, that would be impressive. And I would have some questions. But that's a good amount of kills on everything else. Actually, I wonder how many total kills I have. $5,681 kills. Not too bad. Yeah, that would definitely raise some questions if you had that many kills that quickly. Alright, sounds good. Oh, I need you. There we go. Got him. I thought he might have given us some issues. Yeah, there's normally some good zones at the starter lodge. Was that not the right bear? That bear might have been a respawn. It was. We still have another bear here. I don't know where he is. There are some good ones on the north, but I found that the lakes in the southwest did a really, really good job for me. And if you don't find all your zones, or at least most of your zones, it'll make the grind quite a bit harder to do. So just take that into account. Ooh, nice, Colby. Did he make diamond? Or was he a dreaded troll? Oh, I don't know. I think you can do it. I believe, Oreo. You just got to take your time, take a deep breath, and squeeze the trigger. Nice, Colby. The diamond mule deer look pretty good, especially some of the new racks that they came out with when they came out with the new racks a while ago. Yeah, Colby, sometimes that's the issue with online. My issue is just finding a server I don't get kicked from the second I join. Yeah, that's definitely a good solution. Ooh, a bunch of pronghorn. 3, 1. That's a 3, but it's not a pronghorn 3. Couple of 3s. 1. Another 3. Hopefully they don't go aggressive on me, because I don't really have the means to get rid of them. For right now, Colby, I don't really play with any viewers or subscribers, but maybe in the future. Hopefully you guys are able to have some fun and get some good kills. Yeah, that's been a long-standing theory, hunting and fishing, is that, you know, if you shoot because that's why we shoot the higher level ones. If we shoot the higher level ones and leave a bunch of lower levels, should, in theory, prompt the game to want to spawn only higher levels. With that being, you know, better chance at diamonds, better chance at, you know, big golds, better chances to spawn a 10. Let's see what we got with this guy. Don't die in the water. Hey Brantley, welcome in. You know, Oreo, that might not be a bad idea. We might be able to do something where we have a subscriber goal and then we have a multiplayer play around, or do kind of like a drawing maybe. Ooh. Well, we hit him. Got him. Hey Raven, welcome in. Glad to see you guys joining the stream. I appreciate it. 2 more. Ain't that the truth, Oreo? Just start mag dumping. And it's now after 8, so we've got to reset the time and get back after it in the Northwest. This is a little bit earlier than I think I want. We'll go ahead and up the time a little bit. It costs a little bit more to change the time again, but that's okay. There you go, Oreo. Just keep grinding away at it. Let's see. I think we've got a bear somewhere down in there. But I can never find until she spooks. We've still got the mountain lion up there. Oh, not in their zones yet. He's fleeing. Which is kind of odd that he's fleeing this way, actually. We're gonna fast travel to this spot. See what we've got over here. Lots of bull elk. Don't know where they all really came from, but not a bad thing. Always want to have my rifle in hand for over here. Overall, Raven, yes, I have quite a few. Today, we don't have any diamonds, but we do have a piebald Rocky Mountain elk that we took out. Okay, I don't know where all my animals are. There should be about 500 elk right there. Let's go back over here. I'm going to bump the time another 20 minutes. If he wasn't such a low level, Colby, I've thought about it before, but try to only shoot the big ones if I can. All right, let's see if that helped at all. Could have helped for this spot too, honestly. All right. There we go. Now we got some elk wandering in there. No bear wandering in there. Awesome, Oreo. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. Always love getting good feedback. Makes me enjoy streaming it, that's for sure. Not seeing any bear here that we spooked out. I'm not going to try to smoke either of those guys. Let's look down here. Nothing. Thank you, Colby. I appreciate it. Appreciate it a ton, guys. Alright, let's see if got stuff to spawn down here yet. Yeah, I use the Odin quite a bit. That's what I have on here right now, but I also carry the not the Odin, what's the other one? The Argus. I also carry the Argus just in case I need something with a little bit more zoom, but most of the time the Odin works good. At least got that one bear. There. Check this spot. Fleeing mountain lion. That's an 8, so that's a decent one. Turkeys. Small weight. Yeah, it can be a little bit tough to control sometimes, but I find if you're worried about swaying stuff, either kneel or prone out if you can. It helps a ton. Yeah, because they've got the light brown turkey, which I think is uncommon technically, but you know, there's just about one in every flock. But there is still a leucistic out there. That's a shooter. I have one leucistic turkey that was I believe it was a female actually that I got a long time ago. Alright, sounds good, Colby. No worries. There's that absolute gem of a level 1. I don't think I've ever seen level 1 Rocky Mountain elk before, but... Oh, yeah, Oreo, I know. I feel the same way. Every time I see him, I'm like, oh, that's nothing. But I always get my hopes up. And then you just see the brown wing, and you're like, oh, yep, that's nothing important. So the all-white one would be either leucistic or albino. Those are rare, Colby. But there's another fur, it's a light brown, and they've just got some brown on their wings. But the rest of them are white. Ooh, Mela bird? Nice. Which one? Pintail? Wood duck? Snow goose? Mallard? Are there? I think there's mallards on there. Very cool though. It's always good to get a Mela. Oh, dusky grouse. Nice. That's a good find. I don't have any rare dusky grouse, but they're fun. I do have a diamond one of them though. Oh, we'll figure out where it's living at and figure out a way to get to it. That's a bummer. I mean, that's the way I am right now. If there were a rare, I guess, anything other than bison, bear, and elk, I cannot shoot ethically right now because I only have the 300. I don't like that the bear on this side is already warning calling me though. Wasn't even within 200 yards of him. Yeah, the 22s are they always come in handy. I don't know where all the animals are. Normally there's a herd of elk and a bear over there. Okay, there's elk fleeing. Fleeing past me screams, there's that guy. Screams mountain lion. Nice. Get those tents set up. That'll help. Save the time if you don't have to run, and just get more shots out there. Oh, there's an 8 and a 5 there. Okay, this'll be interesting. I don't know how many of these we're gonna get because we're gonna gut shot him. Okay, is that? There we go. Oh, perfect. Look at this bear, doing bear things. Just gonna run right at me, get nervous, get blasted. Ooh, Mississippi. And Virunga? Virunga's a good map. I really like Virunga. I have Mississippi as well. I haven't played on it at all. That's one that I'm looking at probably doing a video on here pretty soon. Just because I haven't been on it at all. I'm sure there's some sort of a trophy on it. Nice, Colby. I love a ski ridge. It's a great map. And if you're after great ones, I mean, you can get, what, like 6 great ones on a ski ridge or something like that? So you can get bear, mule deer, whitetail, pheasant, moose, mule deer, bear, pheasant, moose, bear. Yeah, there's a lot of great ones that you can get on a ski ridge. You know, Colby, sometimes they're tough. I had one I hit with the 243, and he flew off for quite a while. 243 is quite a bit smaller than the 300, but sometimes they're stubborn. Lots of females. Should be. I believe it's 1500 to 1800. Let's see if they're the same on here. Yeah, 15 to 18. So we'll take that guy. Might even take that elk out if we can. Nope, that's fine. I really don't need to take out the elk. Sounds good, Colby. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it, and hopefully we get to see you in the next one. Alright, down was this bear. Double lung heart shot, that'll do it 100% of the time. Let's see what we got down here. Alright. Haven't had any shooters down here for a while. Those guys aren't scared, so no mountain lions out there. I'll probably stream for another... gosh, maybe hour and a half to 2 hours. Kind of depends on what you guys are, how many people are in the stream and how the hunting's going and all that. And then we'll end the stream at the trophy lodge. All right, we've got a shooter here. That guy. Hush, bears, hush. Fleeing is silly and you shouldn't do it. Well, that ends up being pretty good. If you can find lakes that they're not at, then you don't have to worry about checking those spots, except for once you get solos that pop around out there sometimes. But if they're not at a lake, then that's not the worst thing in the world. I'm gonna go refill my coffee real quick. I will be right back. Alright, I am back with a fresh cup of coffee in hand, ready to get after these bears. Head up north here. Well, looks like we recently picked up another subscriber. If that other new subscriber's still in the stream, thank you so much for subbing. I appreciate it. Every sub helps and means the world to me that you guys are enjoying my content. So thank you. Oh, there you go, Oreo. You got to start somewhere. I really enjoyed the mule deer grind. I think that it was a really fun grind, and there was a lot of good stuff in there. Well, there you go. That helps. You don't have to track them that way. Three. Two. Female. You know, not all of my animals are showing up where they should. We're going to go ahead and try to put this one through the pump house on this guy. Lifts his head. Not quite. That's a 2, so we'll leave him alone. That turkey probably flew beneath us, yeah. And that would be a light brown. You can see the brown on the tail. Let's see, who's coming in over there? Cows. We'll run over and pick up that level 4 bowl and then just keep on keeping on. One of the things I wish that this game did, and it bothers me the most with elk, is when a cow elk bugles. It just is, it kind of grinds my gears. Because in the real world, cow elk don't bugle. They aren't even capable of it. But I get that sometimes it's tough to get that stuff developed, but man, if they could make a cow elk mew instead of bugling, that would be just amazing. Just missed the heart shot on him. Head to this lake and go south this time. It's not very often we get shooters at this lake either, unfortunately. That's a female. Those ones down there are gone, but when they're there, they're likely females. Nothing back up in there. And that's a female way out there, so makes it easy. Check up here and at what used to be one of the most elk-heavy lakes and spots we had, at least for bull elk. Between this spot right here and this lake right here, we probably had, oh man, 20 bull elk or so. Now that's not so much the case. This spot only has 2 or 3, and this spot only has 10 or so, so maybe only 12. Most of them aren't. Our animals are being weird right now. Because there's normally a herd right there of 4 elk. Then that guy's a solo. Those 2 bears are always right there, females. But we'll zip up here to this spot, even though we have not had a shooter of any sorts at this lake since we started the grind. We've got 2 females and a level 3 solo bull elk that we just leave. But it's a quick and easy check, so it's worth it to take a peek. One, two. 2 females, solo 3. I'm surprised we don't get any bears on this side of the lake. You know, any solos move around, but man, he would fall straight into that water and we'd be in trouble. We would never get him. Alright, let's see what we've got over here. Last time I think we had 2 shooter bears. And obviously the more shooter bears the better. Interesting that there was an elk back here. Don't really know what it was doing. It must have been feeding. Even though it should still be drinking. Unless I got kicked out by a mountain lion. There should be 2 in there, but there's not. There should be a herd over there, but there's not. Well, there's that guy at least. Let's see, did we get another over there? Doesn't look like it. So we at least got 1, but there's a lot of animals that aren't here. Long shot, but it worked. Just make sure that nothing's over there. That shouldn't be anyways. Doesn't look like it, so we'll go ahead and drop a ping there. We may shoot this elk, we'll see. No, we'll let him go. But I thought about it. I was halfway ready. There you go, Oreo. Just keep stacking bodies. Sooner or later, you'll eventually start getting some cooler and cooler kills. Pop a rare or something. It'll be fun stuff. That's a big 4. You know, that's a few, but you still probably have, I don't know, you could have probably 10 more. Just moving in. We're likely gonna... That was a female. Warning from way close. Odd of her to do that. She must have gotten bumped by a mountain lion. We're gonna shoot that guy, because that's not a shooter. This kind of looks like it might be the 450s rack. Oh, out of ammo. I stopped counting. Let's see. Well, we threw a lot of lead at him, so we're going to end up going and getting him, because he wasn't too far, but... And it's at the end of their drink time anyways, so I figured we could afford to do that. I did not like the lack of spawns throughout this run, though. They were being a little bit finicky. There we go. 407, so it wasn't the... It was not the 450s rack. Yikes, I was off by almost 50 points. That's why I often don't estimate scores. At least not for the species I don't really know. organs hit. Oh, we did end up hitting a vital organ after, like, 60 shots. Leg, vertebrae, vertebrae, lung. Alright, let's go ahead. I'm going to back out to the main menu real quick. See if maybe a little bit, that'll kind of reset some stuff. Go ahead and change the time back to 5:44. Then, I mean, the fact that there's still pressure there when there really should not be is less than ideal. Let's go ahead and go. We get kills at each of those lakes. That should clear up this pressure all the way down. So we'll just kind of restart back up at the top and hope that they did a good reset. Fleeing mountain lion down there is less than ideal. Let's see, what are you? Nothing. You are also nothing. But at least you're bears. Three and a 2. Which is okay, because at least, again, we're getting bears. No mountain lion up there feeding, even though there should be. Three. Nothing. That is... That's the $1,000,000 question, Oreo. Short answer, there is no way of knowing. You know, it could be... You know, there's been people that pop great ones and 30 kills, you know, before they even finished a rotation. And then there's some where it takes over 10,000 kills. So there's really no way of knowing for sure how long it'll take. What's that? That's a female, so we don't want her. You just gotta stay after it and hope for the best. Alright, let's see. Oop, that was the wrong binoculars. Those would flashbang you guys. 3 and a 2. I kind of think I might want to shoot that 3. Might help stir some things up, so 3 is on the right, but I want that bear as well. How's it going hunting? Welcome back. Ooh. Don't know how this is gonna go. Well, we put 2 shots on him, but can't imagine him going down all that quickly. What are you? No, you get to live. Oh, dang. That is a bummer. What fur was it? Super rare beaver would be insane. Nice. The piebalds look so good. That guy's gonna go down. I don't know where he's drinking at. Right there, I guess. I still do not have a trophy beaver of any type. No rare fur, no diamond. I haven't even been trolled by one yet. A great one would be nice. I would not be upset with that. Yeah, 374. Not bad. Now for the bear. No, shouldn't have shot him, but I did. We're not gonna claim him if he goes down. Just need to find the bear tracks. Should be somewhere right around up here. I put 2 awful shots on him. Here is one of them, I believe. This will be a lengthy track for this bear. Oh, nice. That's a good way to do it. Because then you have your, you've got your naturally spawned and found diamonds and trophies on one, and then anything you do on the other one is kept separate. Actually, it does not look like this bear ever turned around. It looked like he just kept running. Well, maybe he did turn around. He did turn around just barely. Oh, maybe. Thought they fixed this. Shot him in the foot twice. 2 foot shots. Left hind, right hind. Oh, that's good. I have been fortunate I haven't stumbled upon a modded server yet. I know it's a lot harder to mod on console anyways, fortunately. Yeah, that's smart. Smart essay. Loving every day. I believe it's just a program that you can just download and install onto your PC. I play on console, so I'm not much help when it comes to any PC stuff. Level 4. I mean, I don't know if it would work on a Chromebook. I'm not sure if Chromebook has the power to run any gaming stuff. But I could be wrong. Like I said, I am not a PC gaming expert in any shape, way, or form. Let's see here. That's a 3. That's the 4. We're going to go ahead and shoot that guy just to see what happens. There's a mountain lion snarling somewhere. You know what? I'm going to take that guy out too. Apparently not. What are you? That's that 3. And sometimes those mountain lions snarl from a long ways away, and they just kind of get stuck snarling, it seems. This guy's probably like at 350s. 359. Nothing too crazy. Good to know where that mountain lion is up there in case we need to take him out. Let's see. Little guy, little guy, little gal, little gal. I haven't had any shooters down here in forever because we've got dinky dinky elk and dinky dinky bear. Mountain lion warning, like, honestly, just zip it, please. I want to say that there's... This is a shame that this lake, or this spot, has kind of gone downhill. But it's alright. Attentive alert, he's about to run. Because there's a mountain lion down there, it looks like. Because we are not spooking somebody at 300 yards. Sorry, that's just not the way it goes. All the female bears over there. A lot of bull elk here. At least we know where to find them when we want to. Let's see. Just this guy that we bonked twice. Lung and then shoulder blade, so. Second shot did borderline nothing. But the first shot did, so. Now, this spot, those two always run away. Cowards. Dang. That's a lot of great ones. Well done. Sounds like you might be throwing some sarcasm in there. That bear end up. I know he's in there. There you go. Wonder if I... Come on, let me just... There we go. Of course, this is the spot where they're all else. That was a silly thing to do. There we go. We got him. Just took a little bit of extra. Essay, I'm not super familiar with that method. And so far this has been working fairly well, you know. So we're just kind of going with this for now. We may change it up in the future, but yeah, I don't know enough about the 5 or 4 leg method to do it just yet. Hit him a lot when he stopped. Yeah, as long as I keep getting bears to go down, then it'll work. I mean, it's a little bit slower just because they're solos, you know, so you're never really getting, you know, a herd where you can pull 2 out, 3 out from a spot every single time. So it's a little bit different than anything else I've done. He needs to go down. He's gonna go up there and spook everything. Yo, yo! Alright, sounds good, Oreo. Thanks for hanging out, I appreciate it, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one. Absolutely, no worries. We're going to go ahead and leave that mountain lion and not pick him up, because I don't want him to respawn yet. Yeah, say, what's the question? Sounds good, Oreo. That works. Three, 2, 3. Lots of 3s over there. We're going to try to see if we can't take out him and maybe him. There was a bear there. Was not a shooter, though. Alright, so we've got that one there. That one there. That's a 2, so he gets to live. They're all out of here. Let's go pick these guys up. Go for it, essay. Questions are always appreciated. Oh, there we go, Oreo. That's what we're talking about. Stay and hang out for a while. I am thinking about only doing maybe a few more spots and then doing a couple run-throughs of my mule deer setup. Just for fun. Now we check out this south spot. Even though we have not had anything worth a darn here pretty much at all. Every once in a while we get something that bounces, but not much. That would be nice. 26 kills. Nothing there. As per usual. There's that darn bugling cow that I love so much. But I don't know where the other bull went that's with them, so that's a little bit of a bummer. Just means we won't shoot anything out of here. Those two are still just threes, along with the bull. So let's see here. Check this spot. Sounds good, SA, no problem. We will be here. Sounds good, Oreo. That's what I'm talking about. We'll probably hit this lake, change the time, hit a couple of lakes down here, and then hop over to a ski ridge and maybe do a couple of runs through our mule deer great one setup. I think there should be two bulls here. Yep, there's the other one. Both threes. I thought you might like that, Oreo. That's a shooter. A decent one at that. That guy will leave alone for now. Let's see. Nothing. We got a lot more there now with that 4. That 4. They've got a couple of shooters in there. I don't know where those guys are going. I was gonna shoot a couple of them, but maybe we will shoot one. As long as it doesn't get body blocked. Don't know how that wasn't heart, but okay. That guy's done. This one will be a tough one. You won't go too far. Should pile up right there pretty much. Oh, I won't flashbang you guys. We won't do that. Should have been like right up in there. And I guess we'll pretty much just run straight around. Be about the same time as fast traveling and then coming back the other way. Just that 1-3 over there. Who knows, we might get an extra elk kill once we get over there. But by the time we claim these guys, it will be time to change the time again, hit a few more spots, and then do a quick switch for a little bit, and maybe get some mule deer for the lodge. Just above the heart. I wouldn't mind getting a great one. That would work. We did a little bit of a second grind for mule deer right after we got the first one. I mean, it had to have been like only 30 or 40 kills, so that second grind is pretty fresh. Pretty fresh. Smoked that guy. 200. It's about the same if we fast travel, so we'll just keep running. And there they all are up there, you know, quote unquote drinking. We'll just leave them. I'm not really wanting to go up there and get them. Uh-oh. Sounds good, Fishing SA. We will hopefully see you again in the next one. We're glad to have you come hang out for a little bit. And good luck on that math test. Tests are no fun, so hopefully you do well. Oh, then you're golden. You got it in the bag. Don't see any bears there. There's that guy. Yeah, we'll leave him. I don't really care to shoot him yet. Sounds good. We'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. That guy should be about to flee. Able to get in pretty close. Almost 50 yards. I don't know where the two female bear that hang out there ended up at. We're going to try to smoke him. Hopefully. He's a really low estimate for a 4. Like, hopefully he makes gold. But he's definitely not running. Was he swimming, though? No, not even swimming. Good. Nice, good, Oreo. That means that you're not lagging too bad while you're playing. We've got probably only hit about 6 more spots before we hop over to a ski ridge for a little bit. Couldn't see that guy. I'm sure it was that level 3. Oh, 359. Just barely made gold. Let's see. 3, 2. I'm going to try to shoot him in the back of the head. Got him. We've been needing to take him out for a while, so it's a matter of time. They're all fleeing, but that's okay. We'll run up there a little bit more and check over on the other side of that island. over right around there. See if there's any over there. Not very often do we get shooters in that spot, but earlier in the stream we did, so gotta keep an eye on it. That's 3. Nervously drinking. This guy, we might have actually shot him in the neck. Oh, we did. Saved a score. It was a 404 gold. We'd been needing to phase him out for a while. Alert. Still can't see over there yet. Let's see, 1, 2. That's normally all that it is over there is just those 2. So let's go ahead and, you know, we went here, but we're not gonna actually check this spot. We haven't had a shooter here in forever. Hey Ghost, welcome to the stream. For right now, I don't play with any subscribers or viewers or anything, but that might be something that changes in the future. And then maybe that'll be something we can, you know, maybe work on. But I'm sure if you walk around on your maps, I'm sure there's a diamond on there for you. You just got to get out there and look for them, and I'm sure you'll find one. Especially if it's a map that you haven't played a lot. A lot of times there's going to be set, you know, there's going to be a few trophies already. So you just get on there and you'll find them. Ooh, easiest diamond. I think wood ducks have been pretty easy. They've been shown to be pretty easy to get trophies of. I think whitetail can be pretty easy. But just gotta get after them and keep pushing, and you'll find them. Sure wish that I could find bears to shoot on this spot, but yeah, I mean, what animals are you trying to hunt? Gray wolf is definitely the easiest for me right now. My Yukon map is managed where I'm getting a diamond every 25 to 30 kills. I was able to rack up almost 40 diamonds during my Great One grind there. But the best hunting tip, if you're new to the game or old to the game, doesn't matter, is go slow, you know. Nice and easy. Just kind of, you know, don't rush things. Pay attention to drink times and feed times and all that sort of stuff, and watch the wind. If you walk slow and you watch the wind, then you can always get in close to animals. I just tend to be too impatient to walk slow, and so I constantly sprint everywhere and then have to rush shots. Which sometimes works, most of the time not as much. We're gonna go south from here. Walk this southern shore and see what we see over here. Not a fan of the wind direction at this point, but turkey out there calling. There goes some turkeys. That's a small weight. That was a hen. So I know that it changes with how often you use the time reset. So if you use it a lot, the time increases. But if you don't use it as often, the time or the cost will go down. So if it costs a lot for you to sleep, like I think it maxes out at 2,500 or something, try waiting a while before you try to reset the time, and that should bring it down. Make it a little bit cheaper. What is up there? A mule deer. I'll fall down this cliff and die if I'm not careful. I don't see. Well, that's a tree. Don't see anything down there, which is honestly good. But now we'll go here and go kind of southeast. Check the other half. This half there tends to be more shooters at anyways. I'm gonna do this spot and then maybe do about a half an hour on a ski ridge and then head to the trophy lodge and put stuff in there. So I don't know, maybe another 45 minutes or so. I tend to keep my streams right around 4 hours, and so the first stream was about an hour until we hit our, until we crashed, and then we're a little over 2 hours into this one. So we're probably only about 5 minutes away from switching to a ski ridge. 5 minutes probably. We'll just chase this bear forever, because she likes to just barely run out in front of us. See what this other one does. Also, just run right out in front of us. Out here just herding bear. No, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. Oh, no. Oh, ow. Well, they finally wised up. But we were able to chase them and herd them for a while. So there should be a shooter bear there. But it seems every time we get close, there's another bear, and then we aren't able to shoot the shooter. Well, no. Shoot all the shooters, that is. So hopefully this time when we go through there, we'll be able to wipe them all out. Okay, so there's that guy. He's done. Hopefully that doesn't spook that one. We'll see, we'll end up kind of to the right. Yeah, level 7. We don't tend to get a whole lot of big bears. Oh, he's swimming too. No, 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 no. Don't swim. No. I don't know why he died out in the water. That was stupid. Got him. There we go. Now, let's try for this spot. should still be one shooter out here, and we should have been far enough away, I would think, that he wouldn't have spooked from the gunshot shooting at 7. There he is. Now we just got to get a little bit closer. We're just going to run. He ran straight up into the hills, and we're going to lose him now. That's a little aggravating, I'm not going to lie. Oh, was that? Thought I saw him. Oh, that's not him. Every other bear screws around down below and all that, but this guy, he just makes a mad dash for the hills. There he is. We definitely didn't put a single shot on him. We're gonna see if we can get up here and catch him getting stuck up in the trees. Hope for the best. Where was he? You know, this is one smart bear. This bear has gotten away from us so many times. Hoping maybe we can get up here and see him kind of out in the open. That's plains bison, I don't really care about them. Well, it appears that this bear got the best of us for now. But it doesn't mean he got the best of us forever. So let's go ahead and hop over to Ski Ridge and get after some mule deer for the last 20 minutes or so. Wolves are just howling like crazy. We're going to go ahead and switch. Actually, I guess we'll just throw the 30-06 in. That'll do plenty for any potential diamonds. Go ahead and set the time here to about 16:24. Some of this, and then where will we start? We'll start down here. Oops, I don't want a waypoint. Well, I see the herds. We'll just see if there's any shooters. I believe this spot was kind of hit or miss for shooters. Maybe one? That's one. Got one. One shooter. That is why I love the 300, because then I don't have to worry about tracking. Sounds good, Oreo. Well, now we've moved on to a little bit of mule deer grinding for a little bit, so if you want to see what my rotations look like, now's a good time to tune in. Don't think... Oh, did I get... Oh, no, bighorn. I was going to say, I shouldn't have mule deer here. I used to, and then I accidentally deleted the zone, and they moved up to the next closest lake. And this lake has a ton of deer. It's got 2 big herds, and so it's got a mega herd. There's probably 30 deer up here. And of the 30 deer, there are never any shooters, or very rarely. Well, there is one now. That's a shooter. Oh, and that's a shooter. We got 2 shooters here this time. It's a rare occurrence. Don't be doing that nonsense. Let me get into the blind. This will be a little tough to get the 2 of them, but we're gonna make the effort. All right, so we need him and him. Smoked. So that's 2 more. We'll be able to get more mule deer in, 3 rotations than we've probably got in bear in 3 hours. Smoked. This guy got hammered right through everything. Check this lake. We never really have anything impressive here. But we're going to give it a peek anyways. Elk. there's a small one somewhere, small buck here. Yeah, 2. So, nothing there, which is fine. Can't remember if we have them here or not. This might just be moose and caribou up here. Just shoot him for some extra pressure cleanup. If I remember right, I think that's why we kept this tent up here, was strictly so we could shoot moose to keep the pressure down in other areas. This spot's a pain. We shoot these ones always on the run. Oop, they chose to run a good direction this time. That guy's little. That guy's little. Little. Doe. If they could run that way every time, that'd be great. This spot doesn't often have mule deer, but a lot of times our solos pop up down here. Like that guy right there. Solo. So we'll just come right up about here. Maybe just shoot him in this... Well, maybe not the side of the face. Maybe we'll try an actual shot. Not much tracking on him. Got low pressure there, which is fine. We'll just maybe only take 1 out of that spot. We did end up hitting a vital organ. It would have been a gold. I believe this tent spooks half the deer down here too. Not a shooter. Not a shooter, not a shooter. Nope. Nope. Might not be any. A lot right there in this close spot. There might not be any shooters here anyways. Sure doesn't look like it. Makes that easy. Never anything up there. I hate these lakes, but we're gonna check them out. We gotta run a long ways for this one. I mean, not a long ways, but this is probably the longest run we have for any, except for that spot now. We'll let him yell down there. That doesn't hurt our feelings. Looks like we picked up another sub. If you're still in the stream watching, thank you for subbing. I appreciate it. Helps out the channel a ton. Try to make sure and keep an eye on when we get new subscribers. That way I can shout you guys out and show you the appreciation. Show that I see it and appreciate it. Hopefully we'll get a new subscriber diamond or a new subscriber rare coming up. Let's see, what do we got down in there? Doe. That's a nice big 4. Might be the only one in there. It's kind of tough to really see all these spots, but we'll go ahead and pop him. And see what else comes running out. Doesn't look like anything, so that's good. That means we shot the one we were supposed to shoot. We've pulled a lot of big deer from this spot in the past too on our previous grind. She is asking to get smoked. Absolutely asking for it. This guy? Single lung, surprisingly enough. This tent we can get 2 spots. Here and take a look at this one, see if there's something in there. So that one we just spooked out of that other spot. Nervously drinking. See if we can't get that guy too. Well, he'll go down, but that'll take a minute. That just goes to show that there was another shooter from up in this lake, because that was definitely from there. We'll put a ping on that guy. That way if he does go down, which he should, we'll know where he's at. He hasn't gone down yet. Hey, Brandy, welcome in. Double lung that guy. He did go down, but first things first, I want to check this other spot. Hope you're doing well. We appreciate you popping into the stream. Thanks, Oreo. I appreciate it. I'm sure that there are plenty out there far better than me, but I appreciate it. I do my best anyways. Always try to improve if I can. Let's see, what do we got down here? One shooter. Just the one? At least we know we won't have to track that guy because he'll drop right where he's at. Unless something really crazy happens, but I doubt it. First, I thought we were going to have something really crazy happen. Oh, we got another sub. Thank you so much for hitting that subscription button. I really appreciate it. We've done pretty good at picking up subs today, so that's awesome. Backtrack over here, see if we can't find this other guy. He was kind of coming down this way, so might be able to cut his track. This him? No, that is not him because that's a dusky grouse. That's a bear. That's a deer at least. It's the bear again. So this deer track's coming up here, which leads me to believe it's probably not that guy. Might have to come all the way back up to his main track. Which is a... Oh, that was his track. So, we're on him. That must have just been when he went up to drink, and then this was after we shot him. The nice thing about the 300 is you can put the absolute worst shot on them, but they're coming down no matter what. Sometimes you have to track if you put a really awful shot on them like this, but sometimes it's worth it to get a guaranteed extra. I know, operator. Fortunately, with the ski ridge, it's really, really easy to track. But there was a lot of times during my wolf grind on Yukon where where the dog was necessary, because it could be a serious, serious pain to track down the wolves in the dark. At least it led us to another lake. 2-2. None of those are shooters. What lake even is that? Oh, normally I thought we had shooters here. That shooter just popped in right before our eyes. Only out about 300. Come on. Well, I guess we'll get in a little closer. Yeah, the constant barking kind of tends to annoy me sometimes with the dog, but I do know that they definitely come in handy. Almost wish that guy would alert. Oh, there is another one closer. Next stream. That's a fantastic question. And short answer, I'm not 100% sure. Could be tomorrow. Could be next week. Like I said, I mean, I really don't have a set streaming or content schedule or anything like that. I'm pretty uncoordinated, but it shouldn't be too long before the next stream. Yeah, sometimes the dog barking's just a little bit much for me, but like I said, I toughed it out for during the wolf grind because, man, I needed to have the dog with me for that, or else it was just going to be a disaster. Where'd this guy end up? Shouldn't have gone too far. Got into the vitals. Where, good sir? About 140. We're just gonna pop out here, and if we have to shoot him on the run, we'll shoot him on the run. That looks like an elk, yeah. I don't know where the mule deer ran off to. He really got out of dodge. There he is. And he's not a shooter anyways, neither is she. So, problem